Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Welcome to Coffee and Cards. We're running a little. This is a general reading for April 3rd, where I am. It can be a timeless reading. Please take it for whenever you hear this message. Please just take whatever resonates and leave the rest. It could be one line or the entire reading. So just don't try to make it fit. Just take what you feel in your heart. And we are just going to see what messages want to come out today. It is a glorious day here. The sun is shining. It's supposed to be 70. So I am a happy, happy girl. And then the first card is the woman holding a heart. And the second card is financial restraint or constraint. The financial constraint card is a 13 card, Celia says. And if you're having some of that, don't let it cause you anxiety. If you're having anxiety, that's not the energy you want to manifest in. So try to go to your heart space and just be in a place of love and just focus on all the love you have in your life. And that can really bring so much into your life and realize you have so much abundance that is all around you. And so she said, we're moving that over. That's one part of the message. The second part of the message is the card of deceit, the card of Archangel Gabriel, and the card of hostility. So, be aware of the words you speak. They sometimes have negative connotation that you don't even realize. Songs. When you're listening to music, we listen to Spotify sometimes, and honestly, so you'll tell Dave, pull the lyrics up and look at the lyrics, and you'll see some sometimes in those songs that you think are really, because he'll pull up a song that's happy playlist. There's a lot of hostilities in that. So be aware of what you're listening to as well as what you're speaking. So for somebody who needs to hear that, Dave was listening to something the other day and he thought it was a good message. And so he's like, look at the words. So like, seriously, a lot of times when we're listening to stuff, if we look at the words, read the words, see what the words are. You would be surprised at what programming you're putting into yourself by those negative words. Because he was listening to a song and he thought it was a good song and it was about a broken heart and not good. The storm warning, that's funny because the storm warning's the bottom of the deck. So maybe that's a warning for somebody who ever needs to hear that. Pay attention to what you're listening to. If you're listening on Spotify, you can pull the lyrics up. So I don't know wherever else you're listening, but yes, look up the lyrics. She's like, that's a really important message for someone. You don't realize the lack that's programming. You don't realize the lack that's programming into you. That's lack of love, lack of money. It's really programming. By thinking sometimes we're listening to a love song, you would think that it's programming something good into you. But a lot of times it's programming lack and sadness and not the victory you want. You want to, so really pay attention. She's like, literally pay attention to what you're listening to. That's why sometimes when I'll just play Abraham. I'm like, I'm just going the safe way. I'm just going to play some Abraham. And just go at it the easy way and just like, this is something safe. I know I can listen to, because like it's all, that deceit, it's built in to not realize where those messages are. So like, she's like, that's a very clear message. So be careful what you're listening to. And then we're just gonna see what's going on in the energy, the current energy, the Hierophant. That's pretty good. Happy. Are you working your steps? Are you working towards being happiness? Because she says you can be doing that and then listening to something that's bringing you down. So be careful and don't let some of the stuff you're listening to bring you down on a subconscious level, because you can like a song and then realize, ew, that's kind of got a negative tone to it, and not even realize it, but be singing that song. And then you can bring that situation into your life quickly by that. She's like, you don't realize how powerful your words are. And the third card, the third major arcana. So we have the Hierophant, the Tower, the Hangman. So she's like, understand when this happens to you, that it can be from the subliminal programming that you're listening to, or even that you've had built into you from your childhood. So if things are happening because you have beliefs from a lot of times our parents, nothing bad. That's where they were in their lives. So that's what their beliefs are. And a lot of times we hear those beliefs like, you have to work hard for money. Nothing good comes easy. That's not true. That is not true. Neither of those things. You do not have to work hard for money. You know what you have to do? You have to find something you love. Are you finding something you love? And she's like, really look, this is like, really look at if you're having some financial stuff, try to look at it in a different perspective. Like, see it from a place, I am where I am right now for this lesson, this blessing that's about to come to me. Because you know what? I went through all this. You know what? I've learned so much. I've gained the knowledge. I've gained the clarity. I've gained inner peace. I know the strength I have. I've went through a lot, but you know what? I have more strength than I ever knew I possibly could have had. So, and so do you all. So the next card, the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. And she said, and that's about moving in a different direction. She said, we're missing the 8 here. We have a 5, we have a 6, we have a 7, and a 9. We're missing the 8. But the 5, 6, 7 shows we're moving in the right steps. Don't hold yourself back from your true wish fulfillment. If you're trying to do something and it's not working, and you're trying and it's not working, sometimes things don't work because we have energy tied to them unknowingly. Usually unknowingly. And so, like clearly this one bowl is marked that he should probably pick, but like he can't see it. And sometimes that's what's going on. You can't see it. So try to see things from just like that different perspective. If something's going on in your life and it's not working well, ask, what do I really feel about this? Do you feel like love is hard? Has anybody ever told you love is hard? If you ever listen to music, it tells you love is hard. Love doesn't have to be hard. Love can be happy and joyous. And it's all about the perspective you decide to take. So I feel like overall it's saying really listen to what you're listening to, pay attention, as well as when things are happening, what is my belief on that? Do you believe you have to work hard? I mean, like, to make money, like Dave had the belief you have to work hard to make money, and that doesn't have to be true. Most of the people that make the most money do literally the least amount of effort. So isn't that funny that the people that really normally work the hardest are the people that energetically make the most? So it almost seems like the doing of the hard work isn't the actual way to manifestation. Gaining alignment and clarity and doing inspired action would be the way more to that financial stability. So as you gain clarity, that can really be the thing that can release you from this 5 of Pentacles. We're going to get a couple cards for guidance. How do we release this 5 of Pentacles besides see it in a different way? Like she's like, see it as a blessing. If you've lost your job, say, thank you for this time for me to find my true calling. Thank you for, the blessing of what is to come to me. Thank you for this opportunity to work on my spiritual path. Thank you for this time for my leveling up. Because if you left the job, it's some part of you wanted to be gone. Because you have a contract to do something else so much more. Because we get the King of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, which is that contract card, the World, and then the Justice card. So I feel like that's saying you have You have to trust. Sometimes, like, he is on unstable ground, but he is still moving along, even though he's on unstable ground. He's still being in his highest energy. He's still being the king. Even though, sometimes that can be a little shaky ground on the water. You have to be balanced to be there. And we feel like this is calling for you to be balanced and see that you have a soul contract. Truly, you have a soul contract to be on this path. It's not a burden. The longer you think it's a burden, the longer it's going to be a burden. It's not. Thank you for this opportunity for me to step into where I am to help where, like, she's like, this ascension of our planet is, we are all a little piece of the puzzle. Are you ready to be your piece? Are you ready to put the burden down, stand in your power? Because we have all manifested this. We have all decided we want to be in a higher vibration. And the messages are coming. That energy is flowing to us. We are healing the planet. It is time now. Like, we are so close to raising the overall vibration by everybody stepping into power and really focus on what you're listening to. Focus on what you're thinking on. Do you think money has to come hard to you? Do you feel like you have to work hard for money? Do you feel like you deserve money? Money is just energy. Do you feel like happiness should come to you? Money is just like happiness. It's just an energy. It's just in a different physical form. It's still energy. It's a higher vibrational energy. So you just have to, as you get in that higher vibration, that is all going to come easy. It's literally just vibration. And listening to negative things is negative vibration that you're programming in to your head normally about lack or somebody that's broke your heart and how terrible and hard love is. And love does not have to be hard. It does not.